Welcome again to Liagel Show, where we educate and entertain. Remember, this formed the last part of our calculation based on material mix, material yield, and material cost variance. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment on our videos. I'm your tutor, Julius Joseph. Back to our question. Remember, the data already is given there, as you can see. Now we are required to calculate the material cost variance. The material cost variance. How do you get material cost variance? Material cost variance is given by standard cost minus actual cost. Standard cost minus actual cost. But there is a simpler way to get this. How do you get standard cost? Standard cost will be standard quantity times standard price minus actual quantity will be actual cost will be actual quantity times the actual price. Are we together up to that point? Now, what is our standard quantity in this question? The standard quantity will take into account the expected production, which we said will be actually at 5% due to the expected 15% standard loss in this question. Now, the standard quantity will be, you take the proportion of that material because each material will have its own standard quantity. So you take the proportion, multiply by the units produced over the expected production, which is now in this case will be 0.85. Back to our question. So for the two materials, we are having material M. Material M in this case will be given by the formula. Remember, we're applying the same formula in all the two materials. So M will be the standard quantity for material M. Remember this, now we are looking for the standard cost for material M. Standard quantity will now be the proportion of material M, which is 40% of, remember we said it will be of the actual output, which if you check in the question here was 2500, this one. So it will be 2500 kg over taking into account the expected production, which is now at 5%, divided by 0.85. so that is our standard quantity. We multiply by the standard price. The standard price for this material was given, if you check in the question again, the standard price for material M was 120. So it will be 120 minus the actual quantity of material M. Actual quantity is here. Material M, actual quantity 1400. And the actual price will be given by the cost here, which is 175,000 divided by the actual quantity used. This one divided by this. So back here, the actual quantity is 1400 times actual price. Actual price we have said is 175,000, which was the actual cost given here, divided by the actual quantity, which is 1400. So if you calculate this, we will get our material cost variance for this material, which is shillings 33,880, which is adverse. Then we do the same for material N. Material N will be the proportion, the standard quantity will be the proportion to 60% of the output, the actual output, over the expected production, which will be 85%, times the standard price. If you can remember, the standard price for this one was 100. So we multiply by 100 minus actual quantity of this one. The actual quantity was given as 1,600 times the actual price, which will be, you take 152,000 divided by 1,600. 152,000 divided by 1,600. So this one, if calculated properly, will give you 24,500, which is favorable. So what is our final answer in this case? The final answer will be adding the two. Adverse, the 3,800, and favorable is D. So the final answer, checking on the two, we will be having 9,380, which is still adverse. That is how you calculate material cost variance for this kind of a calculation. So remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment on our videos. I'm your tutor, Julius Joseph.